TJ King. Join us for President's Day weekend for my brand new show, Sundays Rock. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Well, happy Saturday, everyone. Welcome into HSN. I'm Shannon, and it is President's Day weekend, so we've got 5 flexible payments on everything. We have our $40 off apply and buy promotion. As always, our unconditional 30-day return policy. And now, welcome to the world of coins. Kind of a presidential solution or definitely celebration whenever Mike Mezak is here. And Mike, what a rare treat to have you here for 2 hours in prime time on a Saturday. How you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'll tell you what. Well, this is probably the favorite show that I ever do for either people who watch me or for my crews, because I defer to you for the next 2 hours. There's going to be, it's all Mike all the time. Because seriously. But I will say, see, I'm glad that I can turn the stage over to you. I always say that this is a wonderful way to get an education about coins, but it's also a great way to get things that are outside of the norm in terms of flex pay. It is what we say it is, 30-day return policy. Should we just jump in and get started?
Why don't we?
Let's do it.
This coin set that we have here, I think, just is a perfect example of that. Nobody else can sell this to you. Nobody else has this. This is a unique coin set that we have here, the reverse proof coin. The United States government started making the innovation dollars in 2019, in essence. Well, they did a 2018 coin, actually it was 2018, but they made this coin in essence in 2017. That was a trial coin or a practice coin. It kind of set the tone for it. And then we started Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Delaware, and started doing each and every state. But they made this coin first. And they made it in proof and reverse proof. Reverse proof is one of the rarest regular issue coins put out by the United States government, and that's what we have here. So we have both the reverse proof and proof coins, these trial pre-strike coins, both graded perfect 70. But if we can look at the top of the coin grading slab there, the reverse proof is extraordinary. This is one of the tiniest things that we can ever do. I want to look at the writing on that, because it says up there, you can see first day ANA. These coins were released by the United States Mint at the ANA show that year. And these were the coins, not all of them, just a handful of the coins were released at the ANA, and these are ANA release coins. Not only is the reverse proof an incredibly difficult coin to get, an incredibly desirable coin to get, but we have first day ANA reverse proof 70s along with the proof 70 Ultra Cameo, the 2 early release, pre-release, practice edition, call it what you will, basically never done before in any long series by the United States Mint. So it's a unique coin, it's a unique release, but here's the problem. I have 200 pairs. That's it. I have 200 pairs, which you can get right here and right here only as a pair that you have here. It's not $99 a piece. It's $99 for the pair, $99 for the pair. It is absolutely incredible when you look at what they have. So they've continued to make these innovation dollars, one for every state. You have the Statue of Liberty on the back. This was the pre-release coin, and I got the pre-release coin with the ANA release version that you see right there. So the proof coin's on the left, the reverse proof coin is on the right-hand side, both coins graded 70 that you're going to have, and then with that special pre-release reverse proof, which has been sold out from the United States Mint for 3 years now. It's sold out almost instantaneously, but you get not only a sold-out limited edition coin, but one of those incredibly rare coins that was actually released at the ANA. It's a coin show, and they released only a couple thousand, and only a few hundred of them ever got certified and ever got graded. And this is your one and only chance to own those.
Well, and like you said, Mike, only a couple hundred of these to go around. The price alone, I'm glad that you differentiated as well. That is for 2. And not only that, that flex pay that we were talking about, $33 and change to get this at home with that unconditional 30-day return policy. We're gonna move really briskly through the merchandise. And like I said, whenever Mike Mezak is here, I always say kind of the Andrew Lessman of coins. Andrew's actually coming up with a brand new Today's Special with Adam Freeman at 12 midnight. And Andrew would tell you, part of the biggest job of what he does is educate you about your good health. And if you've never collected coins before, Mike, that's why I always say people watch, they listen, they learn, but I also suggest, since we rarely have you here in prime time, especially on a Saturday, they do need to act quickly. Now, this is something, even if you don't follow coin collecting, I have all of those British channels loaded on my Amazon Prime. I will say I watch the Downton Abbey, all that great things. So across the globe, I think people are aware that Queen Elizabeth, it's a pretty big year for her, pretty big year for the dynasty and for the family tradition. And this is a way to commemorate and celebrate that, isn't it?
Well, I gotta address this on a couple of different levels. Of course, the only British monarch to ever celebrate a platinum jubilee. Okay. And this is done in a special kind of a collaboration between the Royal Mint in England and the Royal Canadian Mint. They both made a coin in this Platinum Jubilee series. And there's the Canadian coin. So you can see 1952 to 2022, 70 years, 70 years. Now, this was an edition of 5,500. It sold out instantly. I have 200 sets. And I have to tell you this, and then the other one's made by the Royal Mint. I have to tell you this right now, Shannon. This will be the absolute only presentation that I do of this, because whatever I don't sell right here, right now, I'll just basically put into the open market for significantly more than the $384.95. Oh, wow. That's what's happened. The mints vastly underestimated the popularity of this. This was oversold by hundreds of thousands of coins. They only made 5,500 pairs. There's the Royal Mint. That's the official Platinum Jubilee celebration that you can see there, the royal seal that you have with that. Both of them done in pure silver, as you can see there. The other one, of course, is Queen Elizabeth, as you can see, and she's on both sides of the coin, because you have to put the Queen or the King on the coin, and so she has to be, in essence, on both sides of the coin with Canada, and they have done that. Basically, her 1952 portrait and her 2022 portrait that you're going to have right there with the Platinum Jubilee. An amazing, amazing way to be able to celebrate this. It comes all with the original government packaging. Like I said, this is probably the largest concentration of these on the planet as I speak, because they sold, like I said, they did 5,500. It was oversubscribed by, I don't know, maybe 500,000 sets. They could have sold 500,000 or 1 million or whatever it is. And so, like I said, I'm going to give one opportunity and one opportunity only that I'm going to do to be able to give you this pair for $384.95 for the Platinum Jubilee celebration of Queen Elizabeth.
Well, I think it's huge. And then, of course, well, historic globally and just historic period for a lot of different reasons. Remember, again, not only that flex pay, but I love the commemorative packaging that is also included. So it really does allow you to showcase and enjoy your purchase. Plus, of course, preserve and protect it. Mike, how difficult is it when we talk about supply chains and everything that's been going on in the world? Is it a little more difficult to get these or deal with this since it's not a United States mint, or what's the story there?
Look, in terms of coins, everything's, United States Mint coins are hard. In the last week, I think the United States Mint has actually canceled 2 or 3 programs because they just can't get silver, they can't get planchets, they can't get blanks, and we're handling it better than anybody else. So getting anything out of anybody, let alone a collaboration where half the coins were made in UK, half the coins were made in Canada, then they had to be shipped and put together and then sent out, if you will, makes it an almost impossible task to get these. We committed to ours well over a year ago. I mean, everybody saw the Platinum Jubilee coming. We knew what was going to happen. We knew this was going to be a big deal. This is one of the most eagerly anticipated and fastest selling sets in the history of the Royal Canadian Mint, and they've had some absolutely amazing, amazing things in the past that have been absolutely terrific. And like I said, the only British monarch to ever celebrate a Platinum Jubilee that you're going to have with this 70 years on the throne. 70 years on the throne for Queen Elizabeth. Absolutely amazing. And you have to understand, since this was done by the Royal Mint and the Royal Canadian Mint, these are the official coins of the celebration. Understand there's lots of folks out there that are going to be striking, you know, bars and that kind of stuff, but understand none of those are official. This is the only official 2-coin set that is being made for the entire thing, and there's 5,500 for worldwide distribution. Okay, there's 5,500 for worldwide distribution. I was absolutely fortunate, only because we've been doing business for decades, to be able to get 200 sets. It was 207, I think, is what I ended up with all in total. And this will be absolutely positively my only presentation that I'm going to be able to do of the Jubilee pair. Now remember, that's not $384.95 a piece. That's both coins, both the Royal Canadian Mint coin and the Royal Mint coin, as well. So you put those two things together, and this with this being the only official coin. There's a lot of unofficial things out there. There's a lot of there'll be a lot of knockoffs. There'll be a lot of things that are printed in who knows where, but these are the official ones. There's only 5,500 sets worldwide. They have been spoken for, and they were spoken for instantaneously upon release. They are in an incredible shortage worldwide to be able to get these coin sets. Already wholesale prices on these have doubled, if not tripled, within that, and that's one of the issues that we have, and why this will be the only presentation that I'm going to be able to make of this particular coin set. It is so unique. It is so incredible. The collaboration between, like I said, the Royal Mint and the Royal Canadian Mint, two separate solid silver coins, are going to be included in this. They come with the certificates of authenticity. They come with the original government packaging. Like I said, it is your only opportunity to pick these up. Please do so. Please, please, please do so to be able to do this, because it is not going to be available again. Our quantity is extraordinarily limited, not only here but worldwide. They are already in a fantastic shortage, and as we get closer and closer and closer to the celebration, these will become more and more and more difficult and desirable to get in the marketplace, and you get them at our original issue price, $384.95.
Well, I know you said that quantity left counter, and it's an aside, but it's probably an important distinction, is this is silver, 99.99% silver. So, Mike, when you talk about the Wild West of who's doing something in addition to commemorating and, you know, memorializing, et cetera, is it silver? Is it the official mint? I mean, so this is silver on top of everything else. And then, of course, 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee and that flex pay as well. And, Mike, you kind of slipped this in. You know, I do listen to you, contrary to you know, popular belief. But did I even hear you say maybe, like, if these don't all sell out in this presentation, you will be selling this for more money on the open market? We will be. Yeah, it's not at HSN.
Okay. I mean, you know, this is the only presentation. What we sell is what you have the opportunity to do, and then what we'll do is, because I mean, this was our original issue price, so we hold to our agreement to present these coins at our original price. But the price on these has escalated so rapidly in the marketplace today that I just can't hold this price other than this presentation and this presentation only. Please be apprised of that. Absolutely 100% be apprised of that these have escalated so quickly. This will be the only presentation I can do at my original issue price, because they have escalated so incredibly quickly in the secondary market. This will be your opportunity. So Shannon, now's the time to do this. When I get into one of my long-winded rants, I would probably open that HSN app on your phone and get one of these ordered.
I love you. You're so funny. I mean, but again, it's almost to Mike's benefit if you don't buy this, because he's going to sell it for more money elsewhere. So I know I'm saying that somewhat facetiously and tongue-in-cheek, but it really is the truth. Okay, so this... Before I started my show today, Emily, they assigned Emily to me tonight. God bless her. I don't know if that was a punishment or, you know, what that was. She's like, oh, have you heard? Have you heard? We're celebrating women tonight. And now we were just, of course, talking about Queen Elizabeth. Here's another historic opportunity. So, Mike, I'm going to turn the page over to you immediately, as I always like to do. But you were hinting, I think it was one of the last shows I did with you where you were talking a little bit about this. So for people who didn't hear that presentation, first of all, the price. But what is the whole story with this?
The United States government is starting a new coin series. It's 20 coins, 5 coins a year over 4 years of American women making history. This is the first coin, Maya Angelou, and it was released by the United States government. Now, here's the crazy part. So I sold this in our last show because we have an auto ship with this, okay? Now, if you watched our last show, you bought this for $17.95. I had to raise the price on this to $19.95. The auto ship remains at $17.95 for the length of the program. So for all of you in the auto ship program, you're locked in at $17.95. And let me explain to you what has happened subsequent to my original presentation when I presented this last week. By the way, we already have 12 or 1,300 people in the auto ship, just like that. So the United States government released this, and that what they did is they released the uncirculated. They released a P, a D, and an S minted coin. The S minted, the P's and the D's, they released some of those into circulation, but the S minted coin, the top row, the furthest coin on the right, the S minted coin was only released in these rolls. The rolls sold out. This never happened before with American circulating coinage. The rolls sold out in a day, the first day. The mint has basically said we are making no additional coins. There are only 7,500 rolls of those S mints that were made. That's about 300,000 coins. Let me put that into perspective. That makes that one of the rarest regular issue uncirculated coins made by the United States Mint in over probably 100 years. By comparison, the rarest uncirculated state quarter was 35 million coins. This is 300,000 coins. The wholesale price of that roll set has quadrupled overnight, hence I had to raise the price $2. In addition, and nobody, any place else you're getting this, they're not going to include the S uncirculated coin. They may do the P's and they may do the D's. They've released a few of those into circulation, but the S minted coin is the key. Then below that, I have the 24 karat gold layered coin, which I've not been able to find anywhere else on the planet. And then the coin right next to that, Shannon, is platinum plated.
Oh, wow.
So we have the PDS uncirculated, with the S uncirculated being one of the rarest coins of any kind made by the United States government in the last century. I have the 24 karat gold plated, the pure platinum plated. I have all 5 coins for $19.95. Now your auto ship will contain the next 19 coins in this exact same configuration. The next quarter that will be released towards the end of March is going to be Sally Ride, okay? Sally Ride. Now we are under the anticipation that the S Mint in Sally Ride is going to be every bit as rare as the Maya Angelous, okay? The Maya Angelou coins are already tremendously sought after. No place else can you get the 24 karat gold or the pure platinum. By the time you see that, the 24 karat golds are probably going to be close to $19.95. The pure platinum, put any price you want on it. I don't know of any place else on the planet you can even buy that coin. Then you have the Philadelphia Mint Gem Brilliant uncirculated, the Denver Mint Gem Brilliant uncirculated. But the most exciting coin to me as a coin geek is that S minted coin down there on the end. The fact that there are 7,500 rolls in existence that the United States Mint said they were not going to make any additional coins. That's 300,000 coins. That's the mintage of a reverse-proof American Silver Eagle that sells for thousands of dollars. This is a coin that, like I said, by itself has already doubled, quadrupled, quintupled in value. Who knows, as everybody figures this out? As a matter of fact, most of the only kind of coin geeks even know the rarity and collectability and desirability of this. Now, when you buy this, you're in the auto ship. Now, the auto ship price for now is $17.95 per coin going, or per set, sorry, not per coin, per set going forward. $17.95 going forward, okay? That's the key to this. So you lock in this price. And once you're in the auto ship, your price can never go up and your delivery is guaranteed. Now this one, everybody that ordered it before, the first 1,200 people or so, they got it at $17.95. I had to do $19.95. Who knows, the next time I may be $21.95 or $24.95 or $29.95 for the Maya Angelou, because they have been so incredibly difficult and the prices have escalated so dramatically just since the last time I presented this coin. So we've had to, to, unfortunately, raise this price $2, but understand what you're getting with this. Please understand what you're getting with this. You're getting the complete uncirculated collection PD and the incredibly rare S. The 24-karat gold-plated coin, the pure platinum-plated coin that you see right next to it, which I don't think is available anyplace else. So what you could do is probably you could probably pay $19.95 for the gold or $19.95 for the platinum if you could even find them anyplace else. The key to this is you are on the front end of history. This is an historic set. Please understand, Maya Angelou is the first Black American woman to ever appear on an American coin, a regular coin. Understand that's the case. It's going to be followed by Sally Ride with that. Prior to this, all that there was Sacagawea and Susan B. Anthony. So we're now at 3 through 23 is what we're going to be from here on out. So we have Maya Angelou, Sally Ride, Wilma Mantkiller, who was the first female principal chief of the Cherokee tribes. Then you have Nina Otero, who was the first female superintendent of the Santa Fe School District, and Anna Mae Wong, who was the first Chinese-American woman film star in the United States. That's where you're going from here. So that's 2022. And then there's 3 additional years, 5 coins per year. So we're probably looking at, obviously, I think we're going to have Rosa Parks in there. I mean, women making history. These are American women making American history. So this is a tremendously important set. Unfortunately, because of, as you mentioned, the supply chain issues and everything else, the availability of these coins is at a record low. They've never made so few coins on such an important set. This is one of the rarest coins. That estimate is one of the rarest uncirculated coins made by the United States government in the last 100 years. As a coin, forget about all the other importance of it. That coin is 100% historic. Add the 24-karat gold, add the platinum plated coins, the P and the D. Tremendous, tremendous opportunity. You must get on the phone for this right now.
Well, and come on, for $6 and change, $6.65 on that FlexPay with that 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. That story card does come with it, and this is just another added point or added benefit to coin collecting. When I say it's an education, but this is a really nice way to tell a story of the legacy of celebrating women in America. And if there is a granddaughter, a daughter, your sister, a friend, what a nice way to do that as well. Hey, by the way, we have just a little over 100, about 130 at best. And I know a lot of you shop after these shows. This is one that you cannot afford to do that at. And I will say, I'll just mention this again, I guess sort of facetiously, it's almost to Mike's benefit if you don't get this, because he can and he will be selling this elsewhere, not at HSN, but can and will be selling this elsewhere for a lot more money than you see on your screen. So he is honoring, well, basically that price that he was able to acquire it at, and we're passing those savings along to you. Speaking of savings, $40 off when you apply and buy on your HSN card. That's something that we are doing as part of our President's Day celebration here at HSN. And once more, if you are channel surfing and discovering HSN for the very first time, we're going to get you coin collecting. We're certainly going to provide a great education. I always say that's one of the biggest things that Mike Mizak does. I've known Mike for well over 2 decades, actually, closer to 3. He's been doing this for over 4 decades. I always call him the Andrew Lessman of coin collecting. And yes, the least of what he does, I think in some ways, is provide great coins that nobody else is doing in the Wild West out there with FlexPay and a 30-day return policy, is the education. But you do have to understand, when we've got limited and unique curated opportunities, it is always to your benefit to select it when you see it now. Meaning, a lot of you shop the shows, you shop later. We rarely see Mike here on a Saturday night. We rarely see Mike here in prime time, let alone on a Saturday night. Mike, with setting the stage with that as I may, let's talk about what we have for everyone right now.
Absolutely. Although I have one question for you.
Yeah. Do
you call Andrew Lessman the Mike Mizak of vitamins?
So you know what? I might have to do that tomorrow. It'll also be known as my last day at HSN, but...
Sorry, it just took...
That's good.
Anyway, let's get back to coins. This set we just were able to we're just able to put together, and last year was a really historic year in coin collecting. The United States government changed the design of the American silver eagle. The design you see on the left is the old design, the heraldic design that you see right there, and it was made from 1986 until June 30th of 2021. And then July 1 of 2021, they started making the new Eagle in Flight design. So what we have is this transition of American coin collecting, the single most important transition ever in the history of American numismatics that occurred within the same year. And that's just not something that happens. And we've sold lots and lots and lots and lots of the Type 2s, and we have sold plenty of the Type 1s, and we've sold plenty of the 2022s. But here's what has happened. The 2022, which was, of course, released later in the year, is, of course, sold out, extremely difficult to get. We have prices on this. I think our HSN price on the Type 2 is $134, $149, $144, something like that, just for the Type 2. But I can tell you right here, right now, the coin on the left is the difficult coin right now, the Type 1 coins. They 100% completely and totally disappeared in the marketplace. So what happened is you can't find 2021 Type 1s. We had put some aside, hoarded them, if you will, and we're finally decided that this is that change. See, we can see the American Silver Eagle 1986 to 1921 on that, the specialized labels that you have there. The initial release of both the Type 1, so that would have been January of 2021, and the Type 2s, which would have been July of 2022s. We have 3,500 match numbered pairs that this is the very first time we have ever been able to release them with the 100% exclusive label. I've never done this label before for any coins on HSN. I've never done the special numbering, the initial release before. This set is so special, we created special designations just for these 3,500 sets. So you've got this most important numismatic event that has really ever happened in the history of the U.S. Mint combined in 1 year, and now I have got the perfect collectible opportunity, the perfect collectible pair. We have got it encapsulated in absolutely perfect mint state 70 condition. We have those together that you can see right here that are individually match numbered. Now, when we look at these, it's easy to see. When we look at the reverse, you see, okay, those are the changes. But when you look at the obverse of the coins, there are many changes as well that people don't see. If you look at the date, see how much bolder the date is, 2021 with the Type 2. You can look at these coins and see which one is Type 1 and which one is Type 2. You can see where it says, "In God We Trust." "In God We Trust" is on the 2021, the Type 2, and it's much bolder. You also see a little mark under there. That's the AW. That's for Adolf Weinman, who designed that. The very first time that we have commemorated him and his glorious design, as we ever put his initials on the coin to really mark his achievement. This design was first produced and released in 1916 on the Walking Liberty half dollar, considered by many to be the most beautiful silver coin ever made by the United States Mint. Reprised in 1986, like you see there on the left. And then when we brought it back here in 2021 with the brand new design, not only do we have the design "In God We Trust" and all that, but the design of Lady Liberty is much closer to the original sculpted design of Adolf Weinman that he did in 2000 or in 1914, 1915. So they made that more true to the original Walking Liberty that you see right there. You can see kind of the her sandal and everything is more defined. You can see the Liberty is more defined. You have more definition in the flag and in her robes. Everything about this is different. And it all happened within the same exact year. And that is critically important from a collecting standpoint. I have never offered this pair together before in an initial release. And the biggest problem, of course, is getting that coin on the left, the Type 1 coin, the last of the old design. And I know everybody's real excited for the first of the brand new design. Everybody gravitated to the Type 2s. But the fact of the matter is the rarer coin, the more difficult coin as we speak today, is the Type 1. To some degree, it was overlooked in 2021 as everybody eagerly anticipated the new design that you see there on the right. To see them side by side, I think is incredibly important. To see them match number, to see them both certified perfect is also very, very important. And like I said, this is a brand new item to be able to do this. Now I want to address some of the macro things, and you touched on it earlier in the show here, Shannon. The supply chain issues that are happening right now. They're affecting everything, but they're dramatically affecting the United States Mint. Dramatically, and here's how, and here's why. They can't get the silver planchets to strike the new Silver Eagles. They are desperately, insanely behind on all American Silver Eagles. They cannot keep up with demand for the 2022 American Silver Eagles, so much so that they have already canceled certain programs within the that they were going to release this year because they can't get enough silver. They can't get the planchets. The demand for silver, physical silver, is near all-time highs. Supply is near all-time lows. The price of silver went up almost 10% last week. There's not enough coins. And so what you're seeing right now is, with the increase in silver price, the increase in demand, the fact that the United States government can't do this, we're calling into question if they're even going to be able to do in 2022 an S-Mint American Proof Silver Eagle. We might even be in a 2009 situation where they don't even make a proof Silver Eagle. All they make is the mint state coin for 2022. And why is that? Is because they can't make enough coins. Demand for American Silver Eagles is at record highs. Well, these coins, not only are they American Silver Eagles, but please understand the historic significance of this set. It is literally a once-in-a-lifetime set. Because the United States government, it took 35 years to change from the design on the left to the design on the right. 35 years. By law, they cannot change that design again for another 25 years. And the fact that they were both done intra-year, they were both done for only half a year. So at the end of the day, the coin on the left, the Type 1 2021, is going to end up being, if not the rarest, one of the rarest of the Type 1 Silver Eagles made by the United States government. Well, the coin on the right, I think almost certainly will be the rarest of the new design American Silver Eagles going forward. I think the 2022s have already hit the mintage numbers of the 2021s. So already it's going to be 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 6 times, 10 times rarer than they are going to have in the coins going forward. That's if the United States Mint could keep up with demand. Like I said, the Proof Silver Eagle San Francisco Mint, even though W Mint Proof Silver Eagle has been put by the wayside, they still haven't shipped any commemorative coins. They sold the Negro League commemorative silver dollar. They sold that 2 months ago. It hasn't shipped. They've basically shipped 1 silver coin this year, and you're looking at it. This is it. We're rocketing towards March. By now, we usually have, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 issues in silver by the United States government, the silver proof set, the silver quarter set, any of those things. None of that has been released. They haven't released the proof Silver Eagle. They're hoping, if they have enough blanks, to release it perhaps in April. Perhaps in April. This is the transition that started all of that. That happened intra-year, and you have incredible rarity of both of these coins. You have them both certified Mint State 70, both certified Mint State 70. And so it's funny, we're about to sell, one of the next coins is I have an early release, 1986, first year of issue American Silver Eagle. Okay, so initial release is basically what it comes down to, one of these early releases. I have the 1986 in Mint State 69. I have a small quantity at $799.95. I think I'll sell all of them. The coin on the right most closely matches that coin, just 35 years after. I mean, please understand what your opportunity is here. For you to own this transitional history, if you will. The United States Mint transitioning the design of the American Silver Eagle. The one on the left was the design approved by the Liberty Coin Act when it was signed into law by President Ronald Reagan in 1985. The one on the right, of course, was signed into law in 2000, and I think it was 2019. It was signed into law in 2019, is what they did with that, and then finally produced in 2021. And they made the announcement in 2019 that they were changing the design of the American Silver Eagle. We thought it would be at the beginning of the year, and ended up being halfway through the year, creating unmatched rarity in the history of the American Silver Eagle. And this is your opportunity, because we're close to the event, because I bought, $20 million worth of American Silver Eagles when they first came out, and I have Type 1s, for you to own that transition set in a match numbered set in both initial releases in my special label that I'm just now doing. As you can see right here, this American Eagle Silver Gold label that we have going on there, match numbered 3,500 only for worldwide distribution. This is your opportunity. This is the initial distribution. This is the initial release, and this is my initial price. Understand, we have the Type 1 last year. When it was released, not even initial release, I think our HSN price got up to $144.95. The other coin was about $144.95. So we're looking at closer to $300 at normal HSN price when they were purchased individually. Put them together at $224.95. I mean, you're down to $112.50 a coin for a 100% exclusive set that absolutely commemorates this once-in-a-lifetime transition of the design change of the American Silver Eagle. And it all happened intra-year in 2021. That is not going to happen again in the American Silver Eagle series in the history of the United States Mint. Incredible, incredible opportunity for you to be able to pick this up. I think it's critically important that you get on the phone and add this to your collection, because once these are sold out, there are basically no more fresh Type 1s in the marketplace today.
Well, it's funny, Mike, those were the couple of things I was going to mention. I mean, I know it's reflected graphically, but this is for the set. It is for two, not $224 per coin. And then the other thing about that is you have to understand, unlike other categories that we do here at HSN, and Mike sort of just referenced this, there is no back order, nor is there a wait list. I always jokingly say, don't worry, he won't make more, because orange is not the new black in Mike Mezak's world. But Rick, am I correct in saying we are in the hundreds remaining on this set? We must be pretty close. Okay, that's what I thought. So we are in the hundreds remaining. There are fewer than 1,000 to go around, which once more, if we were, at a coin show, which is kind of the world's largest coin show in education in the world, that might be okay or ample, but we are in tens of millions of homes. So use that information for what you will. And remember, we're already at fewer than 1,000, so don't hang up there. Of course, it is for the set, unconditional money-back guarantee. Mike, you were just alluding to wait, this is, actually, is this the one you were just alluding to?
This is the gem uncirculated version. So I want to discuss this. So this is the first year of issue, 1986. Understand, in 1986, nobody graded Silver Eagles. Okay, I was the first person to ever grade and nationally sell graded American Silver Eagles, and that was 1999. Okay, 1998, 1999. So this is prior to that. This is prior to anybody doing anything like that. So there were no first day of issues. There was no early production. There was no early release. There was none of that stuff, because nothing was graded. And then the boxes get opened and they just go off into the world, if you will. Well, some of these boxes remained unopened from the very first year of issue. And the United States Mint, we got information through the Freedom of Information Act, where we could get the box numbers of the first boxes, the early production, the first 30 days of production. Now, the vast majority of those that were made in that were lost forever, because once they were opened up, they could never be early production. It turns out that there's about 3 boxes, 1,500 coins in total in the world, in the universe, that qualify for early production, that we can guarantee were made in the first 30 days of production for the 1986 American Silver Eagle. I have 90 of these. I've never sold these here before. That's my entire world of these. 88. Early production is first of all, it's the first year of issue. It's gem brilliant uncirculated. Early production is the key. So of all of the American 1986 Eagles, which have basically disappeared from the marketplace because of the transition year, and then we started the new Silver Eagle in 2021, the 86s are gone, but 86's early production represent, what is it, the 100th or 1,000th of 1% of all the coins that were made. There are only, I think, 3 green monster boxes that have been qualified for early production, that they guarantee because of the serial number, the boxes still had to be sealed. And that's how I got these coins. There were 90 of these coins in gem brilliant uncirculated that qualified. You can see 86 of those coins that are early production gem uncirculated, that are early production gem brilliant uncirculated. That is it. That's all that I am going to be able to get, because everybody searched every box that they have, and there's no more that are going to hit the marketplace. So you get what is guaranteed to be one of the first 30 days of issue of this in that early production certified NGC, and they're the ones that verified all the box numbers. It's in our exclusive San Francisco holder that you see, the San Francisco Bay Bridge core that you have there as well. Very first year of issue of the American Silver Eagle in 1986 as well. You have to understand, this is not just a regular 1986 is incredibly desirable, incredibly valuable, and everybody's buying it these days. But early production makes it literally 1 in 10,000, 1 in 50,000, 1 in almost 100,000 that are available out there in the marketplace. I mean, they made 8.5 million 1986 Silver Eagles. Basically, a little over 1,000 of them qualify for early production. That's how critically important this coin is from a numismatic standpoint. None of this early stuff, anything pre 2000 and when did they start doing first day of issue? I think we started doing it in 2004 or 2005. Anything pre-2004 just doesn't come early release. It just doesn't come first day of issue. None of these are first day of issue. And so the universe of these, the population of these is so incredibly tiny. And this is not something to understand I can get more of. So this 90 is all that I have. This 90 is all that's in existence in the uncirculated version of the early production, in the uncirculated version of the early production of the very first year of the American Silver Eagle. It's critically important for you to understand the numismatic significance of the certification of early production for this coin. So to start with, of course, you have first year of issue, very collectible, very desirable, any of them. Okay, any 1986 Eagle sells very, very quickly because it's first year of issue. But that early production part is what is incredibly difficult. Now, here's the coin that we just got. These are what amounts to every single solitary one of these in existence in Mint State 69. By the way, we had one Mint State 70 coin. We sold that in a private transaction, for $25,000, one grade up. This is the highest available grade available for sale, available out there in Mint State 69. Now, the entire universe of Mint State 69 early production 1986 Silver Eagles from NGC is fewer than 200 coins. Is fewer than 200 coins. So from a significance standpoint, okay, I have 158 of these left. They already started selling before I even got on the air. This is all I can't get any more of these. This is the only 158 that there's ever going to be. It's the highest affordable grade. Like I said, the one Mint State 70 we had were sold in a private sale at $25,000. So these are the Mint State 69s. This is the highest graded example available. Of all the coins in existence, only about 200 of them of the early production coins came back Mint State 69. Keep in mind, the entire universe of all of them with gem brilliant uncirculated and everything that's out there, and those that are basically ungradable because they were so old, amounted to a bit over 1,000 coins. So in Mint State 69, we're looking at only about 200 coins. Only about 200 coins, of which are about 150 of these left. I have to, for me, slow down a little bit here, okay? Because this is a unique once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me to sell this coin. I've never been able to sell this coin before. I won't be able to sell this coin again. The boxes have all been found. What's made is made, what's done is done. You won't see any more of these early production coins. Like I said, so these are the first 30 days of production of the 1986 coins. This coin was likely made in 1985, if not certainly early in 1986. The very first coins that were made of the very first year of the American very first silver eagle. So from a numismatic standpoint, the significance of the first year of issue is really, really important. We just, as a matter of fact, recently found out these were struck at the San Francisco Mint, which is why we're able to use the San Francisco bridge label. Prior to this, we were under the impression that these were all struck at the Philadelphia Mint or the West Point Mint. We found out later that the United States Mint struck these coins at San Francisco and only struck these coins at San Francisco in 1986. And so there's a revelation there. And then for the other revelation of us being able to get these coins, these early production coins, and have NGC understand this required, excuse me, tremendous amounts of research and agreement to establish the provenance of these coins, to be able to establish that these were these first coins that were made for 1986, that these were these early production coins. Like I said, quite likely struck in 1985. We don't know 100% on those with that. But then to get it in this grade, basically the highest available grade for sale, this is the highest available grade for sale that you're going to see, Mint State 69 with the early production designation. So the coin as it stands on its own, look, without the early production, it's not a $799 coin. Okay, the Mint State 69 is probably close to, I don't know, probably $199 to $249 coin without the early production designation. But with the early production designation, it becomes one of the most important modern issue American numismatic coins, period. Because it brings this cachet, the provenance of this being one of the very first coins struck. Understand, today that's kind of de rigueur, if you will. I mean, we get lots of first day of issues. We keep track of that. We look for box numbers. We know about that. 1986, nobody was doing that. Nobody was selling. Nobody was selling certified American silver eagles. Nobody was certifying silver eagles. They didn't do that till 20 years later, basically, almost 20 years later. I started doing it, I guess it was about 13 years later, in 98 and 99. And when I first started doing it, people said I was crazy. Why are you certifying modern issue coins? They only certified the old stuff. And so then everybody starts to go back and certifying the old coins. Well, the 86 boxes that were in existence got certified. They got broken open. Everybody did that. They did that right away. Because the early production first day of issues didn't happen until 2005, 2007. By then, all the 86 boxes are gone. So for us to be able to find these boxes relatively recently, I mean, literally 30 years, 35 years after their production, to find, in essence, 2 boxes for this particular deal that graded into the Mint State 69s is absolutely stupefying. It was, in essence, an estate opportunity. So what we have here is an opportunity for you to own one of the single most significant pieces of modern American numismatic history. First of all, the first year of issue of the American Silver Eagle. Secondly, the fact that it's early production. So that's going to represent, in fact, it would have represented, maybe if we would have graded them back then, only 7 or 8% of the mintage, right? But we didn't grade them back then. So it represents 1/100th of 1% of the mintage, all of the early productions. Now in Mint State 69, now you're starting to look at an issue of coins where it's just the quantities available on this are just what they are, 200 coins, of which I had the 200 coins. We had them all. I'm making them available here. I think we're down to about 120. This will be the only coins I can get. I can't add additional early production coins to this. What's been discovered has been discovered. This is a critically, critically important coin from a numismatic standpoint, from numismatic history. We do a lot of this today, but these early coins just simply don't exist, simply don't exist. I just sold in 1992 privately, a 1992 early production Mint State 70 for $5,000.
Wow.
That's how important early production is in these early coins, and it's incredibly, insanely important on first year of issue 1986. This is literally once in a collecting life opportunity that you have here to get the highest available grade of Mint State 69 early production, NGC certified, San Francisco Bridge label. These are all that are in existence. Like I said, we've sold about half of them. We've sold about half of them right here, right now in this presentation. This is, like I said, this is kind of numismatic history in its own right.
Well, it's definitely one of those, the more you know, the more you're compelled to grab it. I mean, you just are. I mean, so knowledge is power. I would absolutely recommend that you do that now, because a good portion of the quantities are spoken for, and like Mike said, when they are gone, historic at best, they are gone. No back order, no wait list. Well, we continue with this rare Saturday night primetime appearance of Coin Collector. Don't go anywhere.
Never run out of the things you love with AutoShip at HSN. Receive your favorite items with automatic deliveries and easily customize your shipping preferences. Plus, AutoShip locks in your order price while enrolled. It's the smartest way to get more of a good thing. Search AutoShip on hsn.com. Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900. We're making bigger even better with our supersize values, and they're available only at HSN. Supersize values are based on the price per ounce of the same item in a smaller size. However, they do not reflect a price at which HSN would sell the item. Have questions? Call us at 1-800-284-3900.
Well, happy Saturday, everyone. Welcome into HSN. I'm Shannon, and I have to say, it's a rare treat that we have Mike Mezak, the king of coins, here on a Saturday night, let alone in prime time. Of course, it's our President's Day weekend here at HSN, and in the world of coin collecting, if you are new, I always say stick around. Mike, I promise, will help give you a platform for wherever your coin collector will take you, whether it's here at HSN or elsewhere, but I can tell you for a fact, he does things that nobody in the world of coin collecting does, because I've known Mike for going on 3 decades. He's been doing this for, well, again, going on 4 decades. And Mike, this is something, it's certainly, I would say, a fan favorite, although it's for our discerning collectors out there. Anytime there's gold in them thar hills, we kind of wake up and we sit up and we take notice, don't we?
Yeah, and you kind of have to. I mean, if anybody's been traveling, tracking gold in the world today, I mean, it's just going absolutely crazy. We're near year highs on gold right now. Any gold coin has been incredibly difficult to get. The United States Mint, I think they're having trouble with silver coins. Gold coins are just as bad. It's tough to find gold. I have 100 of these pairs, and that's a miracle. I mean, it really is. This is the 2021 pair, the transition. Everybody talked about the change in the design of the American Silver Eagle. What was overlooked by many people and by the United States Mint in a lot of ways was the transition in the design of the American Gold Eagle as well. From 1986 until June of 2021, the American Gold Eagle, the reverse design was that design. A family of eagles is designed by Ms. Miley Busick that you're going to see right there. Absolutely incredible opportunity that you have. And then it was changed, and you see it right there in front of you. Then it was changed into the brand new Fierce Eagle design in July of 2021. This is both of those coins, both of them I mean, long sold out, bringing tremendous premiums in the marketplace already. 2022 sold out. You can't even get the 2022s, let alone the 2021s. So I have the Type 1, the old design American Gold Eagle, and the Type 2, the new design American Gold Eagle, as a pair for only $999.95. Now remember, both coins are solid gold. Both coins are solid gold. And this was the American $5 Gold Eagle, Type 1 and Type 2. The Type 2 is probably more popular, but by far and away the more collectible and the more desirable is the coin on the left, the Type 1. Very, very, very difficult to get the Type 1. Everybody kind of jumped on the Type 2s. But in terms of pure rarity, there's basically 1.5 production runs of the Type 1s. And so those are very, very, very difficult to get in the marketplace. That's why I have a bit over 100. I think I have 10 dozen pairs of these that I was able to put together. Now, not only do I have the pairs, and good luck going out there and finding these in any way, shape, or form as a pair in the marketplace, but I have them certified Mint State 70. And if there's one thing we've learned over the years is the higher the grade, the more it's worth. And Mint State 70 matters. And so it was like the last coin we sold. Mint State 69, $799, Mint State 70, $25,000. So, I mean, the differentiation isn't quite that stark in this coin because it's a brand new coin, but there's a big difference in price in Mint State 69 and 70. These are both Mint State 70s. The very last year of the old design, the very first year of the new design, which happens to be the same year as well. Once again, both solid gold. These are not plated or layered or vermeil or anything. These are solid gold coins as made by the United States government. Basically, everything I have in the Type 2s, whether I did the individual, first day of issue, whatever it is, it's all gone. The only thing I have in terms of Type 2 gold in annex certification right now is the 2-coin gold set. And I was able to hold price on this. Everything I sold out in 2021 was at least $499.95, and I think went up to $549 or even $579. We now have gold breaking through levels we haven't seen in quite some time as it rockets towards $2,000 an ounce. Who knows after that with what's going on. And of course, with uncertainty in the world today, people gravitate towards gold. But it's not just the intrinsic value of this coin. It's the incredible numismatic and collector value of this coin, too. The fact that we have this transition. Understand, the United States government is loath to change the design of coins. So you're going, okay, it was a design change. What's the big deal? Well, it was 35 years in the making. I mean, they changed the design on the Lincoln cent every 50 years. The Roosevelt dime has had the same design since, 1948. So, I mean, they just don't change the design of American coins willy-nilly. So for them to change the American Gold Eagle, and by law, you have to understand, they have to, by law, they can't change this design again for another 25 years. So for me, like I said, once again, is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to offer this design change, this design transition that we have. And for me to be able to have these coins now in stock, as they have both been sold out for quite some time right now, to have them as a pair, to have them in State 70, to have them absolutely perfect. You put those things together, and that's really what we have availability on right now, to be able to get both of these coins as a pair at only $99.95.
Well, and like you said,
$999.95.
right, yeah, exactly. Don't move that.
$99.95. I think would have sold them all already.
Yeah, no kidding. Don't move that decimal point on me. I have a hard enough time, keeping track as it is. But I can tell you this: it is also on 18-month VIP financing, in which case it's actually $44.44 to get this at home. And it's interesting, Mike, I was just actually double checking my notes that wooden presentation box, that is also part of the presentation, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's about 49 or 59 bucks right there for the wooden presentation case.
Nice. So that is included with your purchase. And then one other thing, just as a reminder for you, when I say everything that Mike does and the coin collector here at HSN does is different, 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. And then, of course, that FlexPay, which is, well, historic if you were shopping in real coins, or I should say in the real world, rather. All right, Mike, you're going to have to guide me through this process.
This is real simple. I have a few Type 1s that I'm going to offer individually. Just about a minute here is all we need. Perfect. So for all of you that neglected the Type 1s last year, like I did, like a lot of people did, and bought the Type 2s, but now want the pair, and you go, okay, well, I already have the Type 2. I mean, buy the Type 1 and then buy another pair. I think 2 pairs of those, because of the numismatic significance, I think is really, really important for you to be able to do. And I haven't been able to offer the Type 1s in almost 70 in almost a year, because they sold out of the Type 1 so early in the year that it's just not something that you see out there in the marketplace. So I have the Type 1, the NX Mint State 70 Type 1s that you're going to have right there. Like I said, solid gold in each and every one of those. That's the very last year. It's the very last $5 Eagle with that design on it right there. And after that, everything else from here on out is